Locals.
Local is like that.
Wow. Is it really like it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's not what I tasted last night. Let's move right along.
Okay.
Then when you grow up, you'll hear a lot of women, Musayo Mogolo fela. Shona ba thongwana ke mademon. And when you look at the person, you're like, girl, if a walking demon was just alive, look at yourself. That's what I do all the time, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I make sure all the time. And also, I feel like me just, advancing in life in terms of going, further with my studies, it helped me to be very open-minded. Knowing that not everybody will like me for who I am. And I have to make peace. I am not money.
Yeah.
Those who love me, they'll enjoy me for who I am.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
But now I wasn't gonna wait.
Welcome to the Tona podcast with your boy Tulani Tona. Mfana Western Patere, 6
Just bongs.
Just bongs. Guys, before we start the show, please like, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you can be informed every time we drop an episode, and also comment. Bongs, today we have the tallest. We have
The fairest, like it's or like as in
okay.
Fair.
Well, I'll take that. Whatever you want to give me, I'll take it.
We have like the charismatic,
Confident.
Guys. So many flowers.
a former presenter.
Oh yes. Well, don't say former.
Still,
in the game.
Still in the game.
Yeah, I'm not yet retired.
Oh, okay, guys. Today we have the one and only George. Nkosi. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Just Boss.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Oh, it really means a lot, guys.
Yeah, even though you're like hard to find, I had to contact like few people. I had to talk to like friends. I couldn't find you on Facebook. It was so hard to find you, but thanks for pulling up.
Honey, it's always hard to find me. If it's not the hard way, that means you're not doing it the right way. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so George, the first question then. How are you?
Well, I am doing amazing.
Yeah.
I'm in a good mental state.
Yeah.
I'm happy and I'm content.
You're content.
Yeah, that's all I can say for now.
Okay. For a person who doesn't know who is George, please describe yourself.
Well, who is George?
Yeah.
Well, that's a deep question. I love how you're getting in so deep quickly.
Yeah.
So, I'm George. As a young, non-binary, or shall I say queer person who grew up in Hammanskraal, Stingvater to be specific. So, let's Stingvater, side of things. Because also, I hate how people confuse the sections. So, I'm from the Rufense section.
Known as RDP.
Well, I say that, but the board says Rufense. So I'm from that section, and I grew up there. Me, as a young person, I'd say my experiences and everything, they happened there. And then I grew up to be this person who was always just fabulous, I always danced to the rhythm of my own beat.
Wow.
And that made me to be the person who I am today.
Okay.
So, if you don't know who George is, hi. That's just, introduction.
Yeah, okay. So, what do you identify as?
Oh, me, myself.
Yeah.
So, I identify as queer.
Okay.
Oh, well, shall I know. Let me break it down, people. Let me break it down, people.
Yeah.
So, me growing up as myself now.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of LGBTQ A plus friends, meaning that lesbian, gays, transgenders, and whatever. So I never had those in my life.
Okay.
So it was always around straight girls.
Okay.
Shall I put it in simple terms? You know, it was always girls and everything. As much as those girls are my friends. They are not helping me at all because I see myself as them.
Okay.
I don't understand what's happening to me as my journey as a gay person then, as I was classifying as gay then. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Because it started then. That's when I realized I was gay, when I was always around, you know, them girls and also happy. You know, I grew up in a black community, and black communities, they will remind you when you're flamboyant.
Oh, yeah.
But, asisile that and that. And baby, you won't break my soul. If I didn't die then, honey. So it's one of those things. So it's one of those things. And then moving right along. And then as time went on, now I got into the high school situation.
We're going to come to that. We're going to please don't go there.
Well, I was talking about my identification so you can understand the stages of it. So I was breaking down, you know, so it's fine. So when I got there, I still classified as gay. You know, it was one of those things. But when I went further, I got to... Well, we'll get into that. We'll get deep into that. That's when I met other LGBTQI people. And then they got to make me understand who I really was. And they were there for me. So for me to classify as non-binary at this point, it's been a journey. A lonely journey, you know.
So for a person who doesn't know, what is a non-binary person? How can you describe a non-binary person? Can you please define the term for us?
Okay, a non-binary person is a person who doesn't conform, or we call them non-conformers, in the terms of they don't go according to the social standards of female and male. You're just a human being. You are a white canvas as an artist. So I take this body as an art form. Whatever I wear, it represents what I feel inside, not the societal standards that they're set, where they're saying, you are a male, wear pants only. You are a female, just wear this and that. You're not allowed to do that. So I don't conform to that. Whatever I feel like wearing, whatever I feel like rocking up, and whatever I feel like doing, I'm very that.
Bongs, any question?
Like, how to, I think the first question, how to mochalosa, you refer to, like, people would say, like, things like, Mavito are like, Stavane. Do you find that offensive?
Well, not at all. Well, back in the day, as growing up, you know, that's what I'm saying. Growing up around a lot of straight girls. Yes, it gave me that confidence. I know people would talk to me, want to be my friends because of my girlfriends. And sometimes I'd be like, no. So it worked in a good way and a bad way. So, but in primary, it didn't work. Like, everybody wanted to be my friend because, you know, in primary, we're not even thinking about that. But when we got to high school, that's how now it worked. And I was like, oh, I see how this is working. It's working cute in my favor because, I mean, who'd want to bash you if they want your friend?
I understand. So George, how was your home situation, your family upbringing? Please describe that for us.
Well, I grew up in a family that really believed in Jesus, and they still do believe in Jesus. They love God for who he is and the wonders he has performed in each and every family member's life. You know what I mean? And I have seen his grace and mercy all my life. I'm not going to say anything shady about that. So, Christianity really played, a devil's advocate in my mind. You know what I mean? Because in my life, growing up as a child who goes to church, and when you get to church, my family in this situation, they're very accepting. They know that I'm that special child that you can see. Like, I don't want to lie to you. So they were like, okay. But what made me really go through conflicting thoughts and everything, it was when now I was going to church and everything. And me going to church, they tell you another thing, where else in your life you're experiencing another thing, and it really played a huge role in terms of making me think that I am a sinner, I will never go to heaven, I have to change, I have to do that, which is okay. But I mean, as much as that was okay then, I realized that it really played on my self-confidence. Because now I had to make sure that I build up from that. Those many little comments, I was told that I was gonna go to hell for being this. Just imagine going to church to seek love, to seek that freedom from God, to seek that peace from God. And then they're telling you another thing, that, oh, you'll perish in hell, even if you go to church every Sunday. And when I tell my mom's like, no, girl, we're going to church. So that as well used to just trigger me so bad. I'd be like, but mama, this and this is happening and you're not listening to me. I'm not saying I hate what she did. I love that she gave me that foundation of me going to church. Because even now, as this old person, as old as I am, I know how to, pray. Whatever I'm going through, I know that I have to pray, and I know who my Redeemer is. And which is okay. But church sometimes really wanted to mess up my relationship with my mom, but it was a good thing that she made me go to church.
Do you still go to church?
I still do.
No, I
don't have to think about it, guys. I have to pause a bit,
Oh, yeah.
They're like, ooh.
Okay, Bongs, any question?
It's very, I think like the role of the church, it's not only for people like who don't identify as binary. I think a lot of people like find church very, very toxic. In terms of like the life choices you make. Church is supposed to be where you find peace.
Very true.
So it's unfortunate when you went to church, you felt like, man, these people are trying to cause a rift between you and your mom. So
very that.
What are the challenges that you faced at home?
At home,
because we know, like, we're in the black families,
and as far as our game goes, the chances are you having gone with dad. Hey, what's happening here?
So how was it like? What are the challenges that you faced at home?
Like, truly speaking, as much as you would want me to say, oh, well, I was better for wearing a dress.
Nah.
My parents were just like one of those people. They were very open-minded. That's what I'm saying. My mom was very open-minded.
Nice.
She knew from an early age. And which is like a side note. My mom was friends with my uncle. My mom was friends with my uncle back in the day. Who happens to be part of the community. So for her, it was just that okay thing. Even for my dad, that's why he saw as that little baby running around. He saw Beyonce. While funniest thing is, people from the outside, the neighbors think that they have so much power, they can tell you how to live your life. That's the shadiest thing.
Okay, let's talk about your high school experience. We usually ask people about their high school experience, especially we went to the same school, high school. And I think we went to the same primary school. Did you go to Ntusan?
Yeah, I went there and then I had to leave because of homophobia. Let's just address that.
Okay, please address it.
Let's address that. There's this teacher who was teaching me now because of Popia Act. I will not name drop.
Don't.
But I will say this girl, what she did back in the day. So I was doing grade 5. And then I think that was the school that made me to really have strong balls.
Wow, okay. Because,
I love playing with balls, but that's when I realized, my ball game had to be on another level. So, she was teaching Setswana, and I'm sure people who are around that time there, she was teaching Setswana, and all the time, the remarks that she would make about me, sympathy. I literally had to change schools from one school to another because of her. I told my mom on what I was experiencing each and every single day. And then when a new school that was opened, which is Rifente, my mom was like, perfect, go there. And honey, Rifente is one of the best. That school was very inclusive. And then I used the confidence that I got from the other school because of what I went through. Also bullying. I experienced it In grade 5.
In grade 5. Okay, yeah, bullying that time was
Yeah, it was very...
Especially like, in Jubisan it was hectic.
It was very hectic. It was every man for himself.
Yeah.
You had to make sure that you look... And remember, it was during that area, people who were never telling a DJ and whatever.
Yeah,
so it was...
After school. After school. Yeah.
It was during that.
Yeah.
And as much as people think, it was all fun and games, it was not fun and games. Because psychologically, if you're not strong, a lot of people kill themselves. A lot of people go... As much as people back in the day, it was like a taboo. You don't talk about that. You don't do... But people go through that mental breakdown where they don't see themselves as another something in this planet. You know, they see death as the only option. And thank God, you know, as I said, I love playing with balls. Thank God mine grew.
Okay, let's talk about the high school experience. How was your high school? You know, describe your high school.
Well, yes. Well, high school. Well, high school, that's when I went in. I was fully realized, you know, aware of myself, who I am as a person, you know what I mean? And, well, I was classifying as gay, I did say that. And I was just going there as a gay person. And funny enough, as much as gay people were there back in the day, but it was one of those, it was 1 in 3.
Oh, yeah.
Or 1 over 5. Let me just say that 1 over 5. If you see 5 people there, you'll see 1 gay person, but that gay person is not even sure if they are really gay. You're just assuming. Let's be real. Back in the day, it was one of those. You were just assuming. Oh, he might be gay. Why is he soft? Why is he? Why is he that? Blah blah blah. People never really talked about it. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So it was one of those. And me going to high school, I knew who I was. I was okay. And when I got there, it was a beautiful experience because that's when I realized, as much as there was homophobia from the boys in terms of primary, I realized the girls were super nice, and then boys were kind of rough. You know, they're trying to let's man you up. But when I got to high school, they became softer. In terms of them being nice to me, not softer in another way, guys. Yeah, it was not after 9 years.
I understand.
What I know, like people they fear what they don't understand. It's a fear of the unknown. So I'm not trying to make excuses for Wanswara for a lot of people who are homophobic. But it's difficult, especially when you don't understand. And I know it's not your responsibility to teach people. But what would you say, like, to people like they don't understand?
Well, let me tell you something. We as people make this living things so difficult. For the fact that you judge a book by its cover, that says a lot. You know what I mean? When you see a person of that community, the LGBTQIA plus community, it doesn't have to be a lesbian, it can be a bisexual person. Sit down with them and get to know them from their perspective. Because as much as you can ask me as a non-binary person, or shall I say a queer person, that does not mean that now each and every person who's in under the rainbow flag now had the same experience. So it's different for each and everybody, because you have intersex people. They also have their, you know, situations as well. As much as we think it's okay, it's good, but those people go through a lot. Because I also love watching documentaries. So I was watching this documentary where they were talking about intersex people, because I hate this thing of people having, you know, their made up stories with this intersex people. Because what happens is that in hospitals, when they get born, they ask your parents, because you get born with 2 genitals, you know, and then your parents now have to choose for you. Why did they choose the wrong thing for you?
That's
the problem, you know what I mean?
That's the problem.
I salute parents who just leave everything like it is. And then the child will see what they want. You know what I mean? So it's very that. Well, it was really amazing. It was just so beautiful, you know what I mean? Being around, especially some of the teachers that were part of my education, in terms of them coming to my class, standing in front of me. They were very inclusive. I never experienced that backlash from Etisha in terms of calling me you gay. No.
Okay.
They'd rather compare me to another gay person that I don't even know that exists. And then when I find out, I'm like, oh damn. So they were telling me about you this whole time. Because that's how it was all the time. They're like, no, I have some ready for you. And the thing is, people had this notion that when you're gay, you have to meet up with another gay person. Like, guys, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in terms of being feminine, you know what I mean. So another queen with another queen, what are they gonna do? Bump passes, like bump boobs.
Wow. Okay. What did you love about high school? But I think you've stated. Okay, what did you hate about high school?
One thing I loved is the friendships it gave me, but like even though after high matric, they just, disappeared like they should, especially after, everybody goes their own journey. You know what I mean? I understand and respect that. But as I look back, I'm just happy with the people that were surrounding me at that time that I met them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because they played a role in a way. They didn't know much about gay people or anything, but those girls, they would give...
Please mention them.
Well, you see now, if you say mention them, I'm gonna forget some, and then it's gonna look shady.
Come on.
Well, oh my gosh. Well, I remember Masiho Betty.
Shout out.
Hey, Debza. Well, grade 9. From grade 9. I remember her from grade 9. No, well, grade 8, but until grade 9, we were friends till matric. Kaugelo, I love you, Anastasia. So those are my girls. I don't want to, add other people.
Okay. What did you hate about high school?
What did I hate about high school?
Because we all have that one crazy experience.
Less representation.
Okay.
I wish I had more people who I could look up to and identify as. You know what I mean? As much as it was cute and games and everything, I felt like the curriculum was, the school curriculum, it was not even that more inclusive.
That time, it wasn't.
When they start talking about things that had to do with gay sex or whatever, oh, honey, they opened a whole can of worms. Everybody will be chipping in like they've been doing it for years. And they're making jokes that time. And you're like, really? Really? I have to listen to this thing. And that time I have girls as friends. I don't know how gay sex works first. I don't know what's needed when you do that. I don't know what's... Like, those are the things that when you're surrounded by gay people along the journey, the same way you guys chill together. And be like, oh, Ndwana, sole.
Sure.
You give each other tips on how to do it. Even though you put in the tip, it's all about that. You know what I mean? So, that. So it's that. I just needed more of that, so they can take me through the journey. That's why this day and age, I'm like, you know what? Whoever LGBTQ kid or whoever wants advice is, darling, come to mama. I'll give you advices and I will advise you, hey, this and this is how it's done. I'm not going to be a shady queen and keep information to myself. Who am I?
That's nice.
You know what I mean?
How was life after matric?
Well, I think I don't want to say, I think it's going to make me look horrible. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, life after matric, I don't want to lie to you. For me, personally, that's when now I felt like I was just, on a journey of finding myself. Because that's when now I went, to higher institution, which was cute.
That's nice.
And I was like, okay, this is cute. Let's see how it goes. And it went good. I really enjoyed. And then that's when now I started to meet, other LGBTQ people, transgender people. So, my first roommate was Letlhogonolo Machaba, Miss South Africa, the transgender girl. The first transgender who made it to the top 30. Letlhogonolo Machaba Mekeba, hey girl. So she was my roommate, and I don't want to lie. Being around her, it was just a lesson, a workshop every day. Because being around her, you learn. That's when I got to learn, this and this is how it's done. That's what I'm saying with information. Honey, I'm not that queen who's going to keep it away. I will make sure I share it all the time because of the people like her. She made me to be the queen I am. Not that she didn't make me, but with the information she gave me, it plays a vital role. Because I know how to remember, oh girl, she said lubricant does this and this and that.
Yeah.
And now I know what happens. You know what I mean? I don't just assume now, try to take things that they really don't work well with my soul. And
Okay, which course did you take in that high institution?
Oh, in the higher institution. So I studied the musical theater.
Wow, that's nice. Interesting.
So I did that for the first 3 years, and then I did my degree.
Okay.
And then I did my postgraduate diploma
Why
in
did
it.
Why did you choose that course?
Well, that's what I'm saying. After matric, finding myself and everything, that's when I got to realize, I'm like, you know what, and I did maths and science. I was like, it's cute, it's not, but like, I didn't see myself as a queen who would just be, trying to be going to do maths, doing one thing. I felt like that was depressing. Like, it felt depressing in a way. Like, you know what I mean? I know myself as a person. And I was like, this is not gonna work for me. Let me do something that I love.
What were the learning outcomes of that course? Because usually when you do a course, there's like learning outcomes.
Or the learning outcomes of the course. You're talking in terms of for me as myself, as I got in there, what are the outcomes that I've witnessed for myself?
Like, for example, I did like media studies, right? And then the learning outcomes or career outcomes was like you can become like a public relations officer, a radio presenter.
Okay. You want me to break it down? Okay. With musical theater, it's more like vest into the whole three worlds. So if you're into dramatic arts, it's ventured into that. Everything that's under dramatic arts, which is acting, voice over work, radio presenting, things like that, you venture into it. And then it has music. And then under music, if you want to notate, teach music, teach creative arts, do all the stunts that you want to do, which is something that I was like, let me give it a try, but I don't want to get into teaching.
Oh, okay.
That much, cause
it's a lot. What did you specialize in?
Well, I'm still finishing off. I'm not done with the breakdown of the possible careers.
We're still sipping. Let's do a toast. Bongs can do toast. Okay, sorry, Bongs.
It's good.
Sorry.
Continue.
So, the possible careers, we were talking about that, and then now it has another third major, which is dance. In the dance, that's when now you find your dance people people who choreograph, who dance, who do everything. And with me, in my musical theater, you major in everything. When you go to the university, they don't break it down and say you major in acting, you major in this. No, you major in one thing, like in everything, because it's musical theater. You should be able to do dramatic arts. You should be able to sing and focus and notate music. You should be able to dance, choreograph, come up with beautiful piecework. So it's one of those things. And then, as much as it has that, it has the administration side now. Because now that's where you find your agents. People who's like, I'm an agent. Those are the people who study this kind of courses. They're teaching you the business side of things. So when you get in the business side of things. When you get into the industry, they don't pull a Zahara on you.
Oh, that's actually interesting. You don't only get the music, but get the music, the music business. Because a lot of people like only know the music.
After 5 years,
that's the thing.
Let's donate for someone.
And I was taught by one of the best, in the country. You should Google Mandla Maseko. This big guy, darling.
I feel like I know him.
Honey, that guy, he knows his stuff, and he's been in the game for too long. He's been working with the best of the best.
Shout out to him.
Hey, Mr. Mandla Maseko, I love you. Like, he's the best.
And now the questions are gonna direct. On Alamoto.
Oh, child. Well, I don't know whether to say yes or no, but like, well, I'm joking. No, I don't have somebody yet. Because I don't believe in,
Monogamy.
Well, say that. Even polygamy, I don't believe in it.
Wow. Okay.
So, I believe in, casual fun. That's all I'll say. You know what I mean? As long as there's just that person who will have casual fun, I'm okay. Because like, as much as I want to be committed to somebody, I feel like that energy is too much. I should be investing that energy on myself, making myself better. Now I'm stressing about somebody else, somebody's child, who's just, I don't know, doing what out there. You know what I mean? Instead of me investing my energy on that, honey, let me invest it on my work and see how my life will turn out. I'm not saying, hey, people, if you want to get, baby, if you believe in love, it's about hate, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, George, since we're talking about partners, can you please describe your crush?
Oh, my crush.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he has a lot of oxygen that he has to take in,
Okay.
But, well, I don't have like a kind of person that I'd say, oh, this is my dream person.
Well,
nah.
Yeah.
Well, don't say I don't have a type.
Okay. So.
I have a way of describing it. Because if you say I don't have a type, that means since you're washa, babes, really.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, do you have like a crush or you still...
Well, do I have a crush?
In the industry. Like,
in the industry.
Yeah, music industry or like the entertainment industry as a whole. That one person, I'm living it. Okay, this one maybe I can
do.
Yeah.
You can do what? I can do what? Talk to me, people, so I can be able to,
Yeah, maybe take a walk in the park.
We'll take a walk. Really? I don't do walks, darling.
Okay.
You better be using 3 legs to walk on me. That's what I need.
Okay.
So, in the industry, let me see. Mara guys, now it's my Olympia most potom, Mara like who?
Or who's Rebecca Ice?
Oh yeah, well maybe.
Okay. For me, it's like in the industry, just like Nandi Madida.
Okay.
That's like my crush,
Okay, she's cute.
Bongs.
I sure now is it first time I has a crush but get that Natasha Tahani.
Yeah, Natasha.
Natasha Tahani.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any day, bro.
Yeah. George.
Oh, y'all are waiting for this. Like I want to choose somebody who you're not expecting.
Okay.
We know a lot of people in the industry, so.
Well, I know, but I mean, I want to choose somebody who you like really.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go with. Ooh, guys, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Nah, this is nice.
Well, Thomas Mlambo.
Wow. Okay, I didn't expect that.
Because I'm very bad.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
You know why?
Yeah.
Now I know why.
Well,
okay.
I was not talking about
it.
Yeah,
sorry. Why?
Well, no, well, why? You know why, right?
I'll say why.
No, well, say your answer.
Yeah.
Well, Thomas Mlambo, I get it as the sports presenter. I get it. But no, I'll say it after you.
Well, those who know why,
Yeah.
go to YouTube.
Wow.
Check
I know.
I don't know why.
Thomas
Okay.
Mlambo,
Okay.
like sometimes I present one swara, no gray hard on one swara.
Oh.
He makes soccer amazing. Like, guys, that's why we watch
There's
soccer.
been instances where like the man underlay hard on a present.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's great.
I don't watch TV. Maybe like that's why I
Wow.
didn't see it. Wow, actually, that's nice. Okay.
Oh, very nice.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
I mean, let's toast to that.
Nah, I can't toast it. Okay, but that's real TV.
Well, good.
Yeah, one sort of like he's a person.
Yeah, he has 3 legs.
Sometimes like TV, by that,
Yeah.
like we're not human. We have to be perfect.
Yeah,
We have to,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on, Okay, George, I want to touch on Hammaskral as a community. And then, what do you love about Hammaskral?
What do I love about Hammaskral?
Yeah.
Well, what I love about Hammaskral, it's how it's so vibey. They are dancing to the beat of their own drum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it makes me happy because wherever you go, and when you say you're from Hammaskral, they already know.
Yeah.
It's very vibrant. It's very charismatic in terms of there are a lot of different personalities. And there are a lot of good places that one can visit when you're around Hammaskral.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, in 2023, which other places are you looking for? If you have them around Mokasi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I believe in supporting local, Local.
Local is like that.
Wow. Is it really like it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's not what I tasted last night. Let's move right along.
Okay, what do you hate about Hammaskral?
What do I hate about Hammaskral?
Yeah.
I hate women who are teaching their children homophobia.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hesh.
Yeah.
Because what the funniest thing is, when growing up, Men would be like, oh no, they're trying to man me up. And then when you grow up, you'll hear a lot of women, demon. And when you look at the person, you're like, girl, if a walking demon was just alive, look at yourself. That's what I do all the time, guys. Like, I make sure all the time. And also, I feel like me just, advancing in life in terms of going, further with my studies, it helped me to be very open-minded. Knowing that not everybody will like me for who I am, and I have to make peace. I am not money. Those who love me, they'll enjoy me for who I am. And,
Bongs.
I'm sure Hore on a hit list, and I'm sure it's very interesting. Would you be one day be willing to say, not this one I did, this one I did, this
or
one
I name it first, like I name a hit list high if possible.
You mean my bucket list?
Not bucket list.
No, like the people that you have already
worked on. Ooh, child. Well, I said no strings attached. And I think I'm that queen who respects that. Whatever I do and I say.
Oh, you don't kiss and tell.
Very that. You know what I mean? Because the moment I start spilling, really.
In a weird. Okay, I'm gonna give you like the following terms, and I want you to define them for us.
Ooh, child. I'm not a walking dictionary.
Okay, queer.
Queer?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a person who classifies as gender fluid.
Okay.
They don't conform.
Okay.
They are non-fluent, very flamboyant as well. Flamboyancy is key even in that. Because males who are queer, they're very, all the time. So, yeah.
Okay, cross-dresser.
Cross-dresser. Well, with cross-dressing, it's open to everybody. That is open to everybody. Straight guys can do this when you are dressing in the clothes of the opposite sex in the normal world or the normal society, how you guys put it. You know what I mean? When you come in dressed as in females' clothes, that would be called cross-dressing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then...
Well, honey, I was not going to use myself as an example. Because I am mother. Let's just do that.
Okay, LGBTQ.
Well, you butchered that.
I did.
Gay people, come for him. I know you love coming, gay people. Come for him. No. What's that? Yeah.
LGBTQ.
Take your time. LGBTQIA plus.
Okay, but
gays, lesbians, do the most in the comments. Kill him.
I gotta we're here to learn. Well, we're here to learn. And
how old are you?
I'm 26.
Really? For 26 years? Really?
But plus, besides, you guys are taking a lot of alphabet, so we...
Well, that's when you should be able to play with it. But now you are butchering whatever we have.
Okay, please describe for us then.
Well, you want me to break it down?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lesson on its own. So you'll also have to help me remind me what comes afterwards so I can break it down to you easily. So we know the first one is the L.
Okay, yeah.
Those are our backbones. I call them the backbones of our community.
Okay.
Those people, they feel like they are our men in the community, and they are our men.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. The lesbian people.
Okay.
So we have the lesbian people, and they really are amazing. Even in the lesbian community, we have, categories. We have the studs, we have the foods. So we have them in different, and the femme. Those are the feminine ones, and then the studs are the strongest ones. And then going to the bisexual people. That bisexual people, I would say a male, female that is into both genders.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? They don't have a limit. They are attracted to both, male and female, which is okay. There's nothing wrong. And let me put this out there. People stop hating on bisexual people, calling them greedy. Because they call them greedy. They think they want everything. And I'm like, people know. They can't help themselves. They are best of both worlds. So if they enjoy both sides and they embrace that, hello. Hello. Very that.
Yeah, that's why I was looking forward like to this episode because of I knew like we're going to learn.
Yeah,
Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, no, but we have to learn as people, you know, especially
Very
Mokas,
true.
because this platform is for
Very true,
who
very
we know.
that,
Because
very.
one thing I've seen is that Mokas we don't know and we don't do research.
Yeah.
We just judge, say,
And then the misconceptions is on
yeah, because I want to one person like you know,
Yeah.
like I didn't know.